Phil, crack that back open. I mean, I said, sorry.
We're back. Sorry for the difficulties.
Hey, man, thank y'all for walking with us, man. Thank y'all for walking with us, man. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Thank you for being patient.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. Y'all know us, man.
That was my fault.
When we get this Emmy or we get this Grammy or whatever they give out to people, man, we thank all y'all, man, for walking with us, man. We thank all of y'all, man. Y'all know us. But I guess I would like to pick back up on, let me ask you this. Like you said, there were some other people involved with it. I like the part I seen B Mac there because
B Mac, yeah, my guy.
That's what I'm saying. He's been in crazy skits. He was in the movie. I was in his mom still got popping pussy.
See, that one his
You gotta watch the
you gotta watch that bro.
See what I'm. If you're the only child, you deserve to play with Legos by yourself.
See, I swear these motherfuckers on stage, bro, because I had jokes for all of them. I said, man, I'm gonna stick to the big tonight, but when you talk about his mom having popping pussy, I said, it didn't guarantee that it was popping pussy. She might have just been popping the pussy. It was available pussy. It was just there at the time.
Easy. Yo, shout out to Big Mac, man. He was like, yo, I looked around, he was like, nah, we be proud of our pictures. Yo, I was dying, man. I was dying.
You got so many things like in the works. Like I was at the first Wild Out.
Yeah.
I was there, attended. It was a great show.
No, it was not.
No, I'm saying
No.
You set a high standard for me. So understand.
No, that's what I was going to say.
I was about to say, 'cause that show
set a high standard for themselves. But as someone coming to a show of all Delaware people,
You talking about the one at Howard High?
no, the one at the theater uptown.
D Fanatics?
Yeah, the D.
Oh, yeah, that was a great show. No, you talking about D Fanatics?
Yeah.
You said Wild Out.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So the first,
I'm sorry, Ken. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
the first Delaware Wild Out show, people tell you he would have been like, oh, nah, bro, I don't even know.
I was at the Fanatics
Yeah.
joint. You know what I mean? The Fanatics joint. We had the big butt girl come on and
Yeah.
I was
heard
there. And the thing I liked about that, man, how like you got a collective of people that you know what I'm saying, it ain't just you that wanna do the stand up and be funny and do the skit. You got a collective of people that brought in and be like, yo, I can lend I'm funny in this way, I can lend that, I can lend this, and that's what I like about how you're coming along, because you're not just coming along by yourself.
Yeah.
You got a whole team with you, friends, business, whatever, you know what I mean? But you ain't leaving nobody alone. If they got something to offer, I see that you like, come on.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Anything you want to say about the people that you know what I mean, got around you?
I mean, we got some people who trying to work. We got some people who see dollar signs like me, who see their future going up. And those are the only people I want in my circle in 2022. So I already have made it known to everybody. If you just coming around, because I'm not going to lie, I lost touch with reality for a little bit. I'm not going to sit on here and chat. This year, after getting my apartment and stuff, you feel me? I was supposed to get this apartment and go harder than I ever did before. I'm thinking, okay, I got this new space. I'm gonna go hard, bring my people along. But over time, I just, you feel me? I let the people that was around me let me get lazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's my fault because I allowed it to happen. But I look at them sometimes like, but y'all never tried to stop it. Y'all, you feel me? Like, y'all was cool with me partying every day, drinking every day, just trying to fuck bitches every day. But the work went out. It was cool when we were still working and we were doing it. But once the work got pushed to the side and it was just like everybody was okay with just the fun, but nobody wanted to put in no work no more. It took me going through a lot of stuff. Like, I lost my apartment due to the shit that we were doing. Yeah, I lost my apartment due to the shit that we were doing in my crib, the partying and all that stuff. So it took me having to move out of my apartment and go to my sister's crib, and I started playing people closely and realizing that a lot of people that was coming to my crib and turning up with me, they ain't around no more. You feel me? I sat in my sister because I got a room in my sister's crib, so I was sitting in there and I was just evaluating life and just looking at where I was at and where I'm at now. And I said, yo, it was like an epiphany. I said, yo, never ever again. I get a second chance at a crib. I get a second chance at this again. I ain't gonna spoil it. So that's how I'm coming. 2022. That's why I told you I got all these different projects. I've been in there writing. I've been in the lab. I got approved for a new crib.
I heard that.
You feel me? I told everybody, I said, look, if y'all not trying to work in 2022, if y'all just here to party and turn up, I can't have y'all in my circle. And that's how I'm moving.
Hey, y'all out there, that's a cautionary tale. I mean, don't get it twisted. This man has seen some heights that I know I wish to get to one day. You know what I'm saying? To have a movie, to have stand-up, to have these type of things. You know what I'm saying? These are real events. But to actually recognize the success behind them and actually recognize a different space you've been put in behind that, that's wisdom there. That's a perspective that you gain only by going through something like that. And I'm glad this gentleman is here actually vulnerable enough to say something like that, because a lot of people want to always have the veneers on. You know what I'm saying? I always got, oh, it's always this, it's always that. And that ain't always the case. You know what I'm saying? You know, the one thing that can't go out the window is what got you
to the dance.
Right.
And that's my biggest thing. That's my biggest thing that I noticed when I sit and evaluate life, because I had people like my sister and different people like tell me, and then people think I'm dumb. I know that there are certain people that I was just around for clout. I know there were certain people around just to be around me and turn up and use my crib for an escape route and to come party and stuff. I'm not dumb. I already knew that was going on, and I would have certain people come to me and tell me like, yo, this person is bad for you. I don't know if you know this, but this person is a leech, this person is that. And I would literally sit back and I would argue with people and tell them like, nah, they not this, no, they not that. And then once shit hit the fan and I started to lose everything, literally I started losing everything one by one, I realized all the people that people were trying to get me to see, I was still dealing with them. I was vouching for the wrong people. And it wasn't until I moved out of there and I started to cut people off and stand to myself and stand more distant that I realized what I had to do all along. And I would stay on my grind and focus on the task at hand. And that was success. That's being one of the greatest comedians who ever lived. And that's been successful for me, my family, and the people that is actually in my circle. So that's where I'm at right now.
I heard that, man.
It's a great spot to be in.
Yes, it is.
It's a great
Yes,
spot
it
to be
is.
in.
Yes,
You
it
learn-
is.
You learn a lot from the mistakes you make. You learn a lot for yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You just learn a lot from the self and the thing, the good and the bad. You know, so it's good that you learn early.
Yeah, right.
It's good that you learn early.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're ready for them pitfalls when they come.
Right.
That's one thing my sister mad about one thing about the stand-up. She wanted me to unleash on stage all this stuff. I'm telling y'all, because I got jokes for days about all of it. She wanted me to unleash that on stage, but I told her my next comedy show is called Relicus Unleashed 2022. Y'all in for a rude awakening.
Ooh, I love to hear it talk like that, man. I love it, man. Especially from somebody from where I'm from.
The chains come off.
So you prefer stand up over acting?
No. I prefer acting over stand-up, but I know you're not gonna make it in the industry for as being considered one of the legends without hitting that stage. You gotta hit that stage. I don't know too many people who's talking about who didn't hit that stage.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially going the way you going. Yeah,
That's true.
you're gonna hit that stage one way or another. I heard
And if
that.
I'm funny in conversation and regular talk, why not hit the stage and show the world what I can do and show the world, my life and my story.
I asked that question because you kind of went about it the other way. Most comedians, they start off with the stand-up, the stages, and then go the movie route. You went the movie route, and now, the social media and the movie route, now you hitting the stages. That's why I asked you. So you prefer the acting over the...
I prefer the acting, but I do love stand-up. I love that stage.
That's good.
Let me ask you this. I hear a lot of comedians say, there's no greater feeling than have a crowd just laugh at you. They said it's better than having an orgasm. Did you feel like that?
I did. Every time I hit a joke and like you'll hear laughter, but there's a certain volume of laughter that make you go crazy. And when you hear like majority, like almost the whole room laughing, you just like, yo, I'm doing what I gotta do. At one point, you see me take my jacket off. I said, okay, I'm cool, man.
I'm funny.
I'm funny, yeah.
I got comfortable as hell. That's how, yeah, we here now. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm funny, man.
Yeah, right, something like that, man. Now let me ask you this, because you alluded to it earlier, and I wasn't gonna bring. I said maybe I keep that in the wraps. But can you give the people an update on your movie, your second movie coming out, Vinny's Bachelor Party?
Okay, so Vinny's Bachelor Party, due to some of the things that was going on this year, we wasn't able to finish it, so we're gonna have to finish it in 2022, which means probably 9 times out of 10. Release date is going to be pushed to 2023. I know people don't really want to hear that, but it probably is going to be pushed back another year due to us having to film, edit, make sure everything is right. Then we got to book the theater and all that, so it possibly could be 2023 when everybody sees it.
Gotcha. But yo,
It's going to be. I'm sorry.
Now, I was gonna say I know the shit gonna be funny, man. I swear. Yo, if you ever stirred your noodles up with a gun, holla at me. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a little classic shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Me and my wife said, "Hold this." I said, "Babe, this was the joint." You know what I'm saying? So we sat down and we watched it a couple times. And I'm looking at that little shit, my man can't get over the fence. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Denzel. Yo, he said he said he had the plan. In the whole movie, he had the plan. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I almost feel like I'm a part of the movie because
y'all was in tune the whole time. Y'all coming down the podcast, everything. Y'all definitely was involved.
Yo,
with the movement, definitely.
Yo, I was like, yo, and I'm like, yo, I want, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they doing, man, I'm down. Whatever, any kind of way. I was like, yo, I love to see that, man. Like you alluded to earlier. Shout out to DH. You know what I'm saying? Like it's B Mac, Moose.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I know I'm leaving out a couple people.
I mean, shout out to the whole cast.
The whole come up crew.
Shout out to the whole cast. All family making that movie.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, your pops, yo. That's. Are you living? Or you dying to live? Or you living to die? You know what I'm saying? Check the movie out. I'm trying to check the movie
It's
out,
on YouTube,
man.
y'all. Go ahead and check that joint
Check
out.
the movie out, man. Check the movie out, man. I ain't gonna lie. At the end, I was like, yo, I thought my man was dead. My wife said, oh my God.
I had to give y'all a little twist.
I said, no. I was like, no. I'm sitting like, no. No. I'm like, nah, that homie, that was, no.
Man, the best feeling was seeing people in the theater, like when we watched at the premiere and looked and the reactions of every time somebody got shot, it was a different reaction from the crowd, and I loved that. That was probably my highlight of the night. The reactions of the kills.
Man, acting is a different beat. I mean, you wore a lot of hats. You wear a lot of hats. You know what I'm saying? Writing so somebody else can be funny. Man, that's a special gift, man. I mean, kudos. I give you flowers on that, man. You wrote a whole fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I sat down, so I was going to write a book, man. I keep getting to the first chapter. You know what I'm saying? And just to accomplish something, man, people don't understand that that's not small, man. That's not something you woke up one day and said, oh, movie, written, done, this and that, man. Can you tell some people what it kind of takes to get through, to accomplish a lot of these things that you've done?
Like I said, perseverance and just knowing the end goal. If you, first of all, nobody gonna see your vision the way you see it. So putting it out there to the world and trying to get people to see your vision and see where you trying to go and where you headed, it ain't never gonna work. You're gonna always have a small-minded person tell you can't do it or shoot down your dreams. So you got to keep it to yourself and just keep pushing forward every single thing that you got in your head, and you know where the goal is. So you just push your product, your script, whatever it is you're trying to do, to your best ability and to where you see it ending. And don't listen to nobody tell you it's not going to work. Because I had a lot of people tell me when I was doing skits, why are you doing skits? You from Delaware? Nobody from Delaware make it. And as you can see, we shining.
Right.
We winning, and we got their attention. We got people knowing, yo, this team right here, they working. Everybody, when they see it, they say the same thing. Y'all working.
Right.
Definitely working out here.
Man.
Definitely working out here. All creatives, that all creatives, you know what I'm saying? That they working, they put in that work.
I appreciate it, bro.
Man,
Different
running
type
through
of
the
work.
crib, this how white people, oh my God. Yo, that's got millions of views,
Oh
man.
yeah. Woo.
Yo, I'm like something, that kind of stuff, man. I like to tell people, man, you know, people who downplay you, I'm like, man, look, I'll be the first person to come and say, that's not easy to do. I listen to songs all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might have 252,000, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I've listened to this a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like 7 million mean you done touched some people, man. How do you feel knowing that you done touched these many people with your comedy, your laughs?
I love it. I want more. So I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop until I got everybody watching. So I love it. It feeds me. That's my energy. Without comedy, I'm nothing. So we gonna keep going.
I heard that.
We gonna keep going.
Funny
We gonna keep
motherfucker.
going. We gonna keep winning. We gonna keep striving.
Yo,
So,
man.
What's next, man?
So basically, I just gotta date everything. I can't even give you a proper answer. I just gotta, cause I gotta date everything. But I can tell you what I can give you a little outline. We got Relicus Unleashed. That's a new comedy special coming 2022. We got Vinny's Bachelor. We're gonna try to finish up for y'all so we can have it ready for y'all by 2023. We got Killerware. That's a Delaware series. Y'all seen Power. Y'all seen BMF. Y'all seen Empire. Y'all seen all them hit shows. We got Killerware that just finished the first episode. I'm gonna keep writing it by 2022. We're gonna be ready to shoot that. We're dropping that 2022. We got the Relicus show. It's gonna be like Martin, Fresh Prince, Family Matters, a real sitcom, bringing that old school feel back to comedy and playing different characters and all that. So we got the Relicus show. The Fanatics, we're bringing that back. So episode 2 will be dropping 2022. We working.
I heard that, good brother. Before I let you go, somebody asked me to ask you. They said somebody's the host, somebody opens and somebody closes. Martin Lawrence, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle. Who's the host?
Dave Chappelle.
Who opens?
Because Dave Chappelle can come out multiple times. He can come out multiple times.
Good answer.
How many niggas like that? You gonna see Dave 9 times tonight.
And I seen him improv some stuff. I seen him improv and it was hilarious. So I give the host the Dave. I give you said it was it was host.
Host, open and close.
Open. A lot of people probably disagree, but opening would have to be Richard. I'm closing with Martin because Prime Martin gonna have me in tears. You so crazy, Martin gonna have me in tears.
Yeah,
You so crazy, Martin gonna have me in tears. Cause he gonna talk. I love him till that. I love him till that. Martin gonna talk about his life. He's gonna talk about real stuff. He's gonna talk about relatable stuff. One thing about Richard is kind of to me like a. He can talk about different stuff, but he keep it a majority about his life, and he turns it funny, and I love that. But sometimes you wanna laugh about some stuff outside of the actor's life, like just you ever did something to a female,
Just a regular joke.
So I feel like Martin is the best when it comes to that, and I think Dave Chappelle more political. So Dave Chappelle can come out there and talk political, talk about the LGBT community and all that. He can do all that, and so I think I like that. I like it like that.
Okay, so Dave Chappelle is the
We're
host.
gonna host that joint. Yeah.
Richard Pryor opens. He gonna fuck him up.
He gonna fuck him up.
He gonna fuck him up. And then Prime Marty Marr. Tucson coming home.
Yeah. Sure, I like you, Martin. Want to go to Arizona?
Well, good brother Relicus,
Yeah.
man. Everything you doing, man, we support you. Every time you doing something, man, I shout you out at least something. Thank you for coming up and blessing our show, man. Much success to you in the future, whatever you got going on. And I'm openly campaigning for a small role
Yep.
somewhere down the line.
Yeah, Vinny's.
I know I can be funny if he write it. So I ain't I'm good. I'm Gucci. You need me stay here and say this? Gosh.
We're gonna be here till then. I'm gonna throw y'all in Vinny's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw y'all in Vinny's bachelor party for sure.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, man. But thank you for coming out. Thank you, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Y'all already know much love, man. The same way y'all support me and show me love, the same way I support y'all and show y'all love.
And that's what I'm saying. He been coming out, man. He been coming out, man. Pretty soon he gonna have his own damn mic around here shooting at motherfucking people for real, you know what I'm saying? But yo, we can't hold the man all night, you know what I'm saying? We'll let him go. Thank you, good brother, for just coming out, spending any time with us. Everybody else, DH, Moose, B Mac, I know I'm leaving up the whole come up crew. Shout out to all of y'all, man.
Much love, much love. Appreciate y'all so much.
No
man.
problem, no problem, no problem, brother.
Oh, yeah, we definitely, listen.
I know. No, I'm definitely gonna throw y'all into Vinny's bachelor party too, man. We got so much scenes to do.
I got a studio almost done.
Mm-hmm.
I got a,
Yo,
how big is my green screen room?
Hey, y'all gonna be doing this too?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm doing
yo.
this there. I got
How
a
y'all
whole
doing?
green screen room.
we
Right.
still live from the Fire Nights podcast. You know, I thought I'd take it in the middle for a second, man. That was a hell of a motherfucking interview, man, from the good brother Belly Kiss. And I just want to shout out again to all them good brothers and sisters over there to come up. You know what I'm saying, man? Like I said, I almost felt like I was in the first motherfucking movie, man. I was so proud to see all the men and women, man, doing their thing, man, being from where we from, putting it down like that, man. I ain't never seen nobody hold down a whole motherfucking movie theater. I never seen that shit before, man. So I was like, I was just glad to be a part of that. See that? I was at the premiere, the red carpet, man. It was all love, man. It was all love. All of y'all over there, man. That was all love. So yo, man, how y'all feeling out there? Yeah.
Something of this sort.
So yo, it's a basketball game going on right now up in New York. The Knicks versus the Warriors. My man Steph Curry broke the all-time three-point record tonight. Shout out to Steph Curry. A lot of people like to underplay, but I know he's going to win the MVP this year. That's my man. He get down. He just not a boisterous person. He just keep hitting motherfucking shots in your face.
You talk about Steph Curry?
Yeah, we still live. Shit. We still live. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Steph Curry, man, and they say Klay Thompson back on his way, man.
Hold on, what happened? What's the big hype? What Clay doing tonight?
Steph Curry he broke the three-point record.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching.
Oh shit, well, come on in, ain't it?
Bro, you done?
You had some shit for real?
Yeah. Oh, come on, let's go.
Oh shit, nigga, come on in.
Oh, I ain't know.
Put you in the grinder, bro.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying.
But I ain't know where we. My
Put you
fault.
in the grinder.
I was like, shit, I asked man like 10 questions. Come on down, come on in, bro.
Right in the middle. We gotta go speed round Fire Nights.
Oh, speed. Oh,
Speed round Fire Nights.
okay.
We back at it again. We're on speed round Fire Nights, man. So listen, man, listen. It's the boy P, man. I'm back in the building, man, bro. I got some questions for you, man. The comedy thing, man, is a beautiful. Let's get serious. Let's go. Give me your thoughts on the whole groundswell with Dave Chappelle and comedy. Do you tailor your comedy to maybe not offend, or do you have the old adage of it's comedy, and you get it, or you don't, you don't?
If you get offended, fuck you.
Yeah, I got that memo a long time ago.
No, because it's
I'm not even trying to be. I ain't even trying to be harsh with it or nothing. I literally didn't get in this game to pussy for the round. It's like comedy nowadays is so sensitive. You can't offend nobody. Everybody got an opinion. One thing I will say, especially when it comes to Dave Chappelle and the LGBT community, is they got an opinion on everybody else, but you're not allowed to have an opinion on them, and I don't like that. So when Dave Chappelle opens up, and to me, he's not, and I can honestly hear the sincerity that he's not even purposely trying to just he's not trying to offend. He just trying to show light, spread light on what's going on, especially with the sensitive, with the
Good brother,
with
can
the
I get
comedy,
2 Coronas, please?
with the comedy being so sensitive nowadays. It's like, yo, you can't say nothing.
It seemed like that was lost in everything.
Bro,
Like,
bro.
I think they kind of missed the message and just focused in on the jokes. Okay, he clowning us again. Nah, it wasn't.
It wasn't that
It was
at all.
honestly, it seemed like it was an overall message from the beginning to the end, and I think that was lost.
Yeah, and then you got, and then to me, and I say it all the time. What would y'all do if people like Richard Pryor and Bernie Mac was still alive and they were still hitting that stage? Cause you think they about to play around with y'all fun? They don't give a damn. Or they don't, bro. Bro, they don't.
Right about that, man. You're fucking right.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, so are you favor to straight comedy or comedy that comes out of nowhere? You know what I mean? That's like, that just floors everybody, like in a drama.
Oh,
Which one do you think has more of an impact? Because to me, when you have a comedy, it's like a comedy's a comedy, but when you got comedy, like let's say 48 Hours as opposed to Friday, there was some funny shit in 48 Hours. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a comedy. Which one is more challenging to you?
48 Hours would be more challenging because, like you said, it's not a comedy. Friday, it's blatant that that's a comedy. You can literally read the script and say, okay, I gotta say it like this because the line is actually funny. So you feel what I'm saying? It's like you can read something and say, yeah, this is a comedy. And then you can read something where it's not exactly a comedy, but you like, I'm a comedian, Eddie Murphy, I gotta throw a little bit of me in this character. So you can probably give me any character. Like people don't, I don't want to be labeled as a Kevin Hart. Because Kevin Hart is, no matter how serious he tries to be, he's always looked at as that sidekick in the movie, and he's always looked at as a comedian, even when he tries to be funny. I want to be taken serious on some Will Smith time. If I'm playing, I don't think that.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm playing a serious role, I want y'all to be convinced with that. I don't want, oh, rally kids, I can't take him serious. Right? I want to be taken serious with a serious role, comedic role, or whatever. So.
Okay.
Bruce.
I want to do everything.
Is that why you started with acting versus comedy?
No, I started by acting as a kid. See, people think that social media started me, and it really did. I tell everybody, I was walking around with a camera at 11 years old, writing scripts and shooting movies around the neighborhood with the people in my neighborhood, learning how to edit on my own. This is before YouTube
You was
and everything.
annoying the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Be Metascope on
Before YouTube and all that stuff was really strong, I was already teaching myself the formats on the camera and stuff like that, writing the scripts and asking my man to borrow his laptop so I can burn DVDs, and I would sell the DVDs to people in the neighborhood. So I was already in acting formation and comedy formation, and of course I'm not hitting the stage at 11 years old, so it was already dwelled on me for me to start off with the acting and the skits and stuff, and then transform it to stand-up.
Testing now, fresh.
Okay.
Testing. Let's see how far this comedy knowledge goes.
Let's go.
Let's see how far this comedy.
I'm here.
Let's see how this.
I love
let's see
comedy,
how
so
this-
yeah, I'm here.
Give me them top 5 stand-ups. What's the top 5 stand-ups?
Of all time?
For you.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Martin Lawrence, you so crazy. That's number 1 because I laughed from start to finish. Tears. Secondly, I give it Richard Pryor. What's the name of it? Richard Pryor live in concert. That was only the name. Eddie Murphy, Raw.
Goody Google, bitch.
Eddie Murphy, Raw. Martin Lawrence, Run Tell That. Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
Heavy Eddie, Heavy Martin.
Heavy Mark. Okay. So, all right. So let's go to a different round. Greatest comedy TV show.
Martin.
Greatest sitcom. We're including.
Oh, this greatest. So you're not talking about comedy.
No, I'm talking sitcom. We're talking
Good times.
good times. Different stroke.
I'm going Good times.
Going good
I
times.
love Good times. What, is Family Matters considered?
Absolutely.
Fresh Prince?
Absolutely. That's why I said sitcom. Okay, I'm gonna make it easier for you. Give me your top 5 sitcoms. Top 5
I can do that easy.
Top 5 sitcoms.
Martin, Fresh Prince, Family Matters, Good Times. I used to love Different Strokes. So different strokes, it'd be up there with different strokes and I'm probably gonna lose y'all. We talking about black sitcom? Or
Sitcom, bro. Because
I like Full House too.
mine doesn't necessarily stop with black shit.
Black, yeah.
Because I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say two of my greatest sitcoms. Period. I'm gonna go with Seinfeld.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate Seinfeld. I hate Friends. I hate Everybody Loves Raymond.
No, and the
I mean,
Office.
everybody.
wasn't a Raymond fan.
And the Office.
I couldn't get in the office that much either. I tried numerous. I could not get.
So I see where we at here. Okay, I see where we
I
at here.
tried though.
I think it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
A Seinfeld.
I got another one for you. I got another one for you. Greatest variety comedy show.
So you mean one of them shows?
Now these are your skit comedy shows.
Dave Chappelle.
Let's not forget what else is in this category too. The Richard Pryor Show.
Dave Chappelle.
Saturday Night Live.
Dave Chappelle.
In Living Color.
Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle strong. Chappelle strong. Chappelle strong.
And Living Color second.
Greatest comedy skit ever.
Regine.
Please.
Why? Why was that the greatest?
Classic. And they been top 6.
Why was that the greatest? So just break that entire
Raw.
thing down.
It was raw. It was before. To me, it was before its time of what comedians are doing now for skits on social media, TikTok, and all that stuff. This was the first, and I feel like they followed behind the skits that he was putting. But that skit in particular, I feel like that skit put him over.
I agree.
What skit was that?
It was almost like
James.
Rick
I think
James.
that's the funniest shit I've seen in my life.
It was. I have a few. But I'm gonna say this about that. The greatest thing about that was how they did it. It was done in documentary form, but the shit was hilarious. It wasn't even.
It wasn't done.
Yeah, it was in documentary
You
form.
got another iconic skit too. The white guy, the dude who thought he was black. That's iconic.
Big 'em,
Yeah, that's iconic.
Clinton
But once
Bixby.
again,
That's
like you
big,
said,
big.
what show does that come from?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Now,
an iconic
I'm gonna throw a couple
skit.
at you,
That's
though.
an iconic skit.
Because Eddie got some classics.
And he got ooh.
Mr.
I know what you're talking about. Mr. Rogers'
Robinson's Neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm Buckwheat, damn it. I'm Gumby, damn it.
I'm Velvet Jones.
I'm Velvet Joe.
And this
Getting
is
hot tub.
Even his little 30 seconds with Stevie Wonder was a classic.
Bro,
That was a classic.
listen.
And I believe
Classic.
we're together.
See, look, they thought they was messing with somebody of this generation. No, when I tell y'all, I studied comedy. I studied comedy. I'm talking about Sanford. I'm talking about I studied comedy. Like,
I'm gonna throw a name out there. I'm gonna throw names and just give me your thoughts.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Give me your thoughts. The incomparable Bill Cosby.
he's a little bit too mature for me, but I do find him funny. And I love the Cosby Show. I do love the Cosby Show. And stand up wise, like I said, he's a little mature.
Straight arrow.
Yeah, he's
Straight arrow.
Straight edge almost?
Straight edge.
Okay.
I like profanity. I like raw.
I will say this, it gave me a different perspective on Bill Cosby. I said, he's funny as motherfucker. Somebody said, you notice he don't even cuss.
But this is the funny
I said,
thing though.
I said, damn, I gotta give him an extra point because he made
It
me
was-
laugh. He ain't even cussing.
It was funny because Eddie Murphy used that
I loved it.
as
I
one of
love
and
that.
turned that into one of his funniest bits
Can
ever.
I say fuck to people?
Yeah.
That shit was
Phil
hilarious.
Florence, Phil.
So I called up Rich.
I said,
What's up, Bill? Classic.
I said,
Shut the fuck up.
I'll give you another name. I'll give you another name. I'll give you another name.
Flip.
No. I'm gonna go flip.
Very underrated in
David Wayans.
Bernie Mac.
Woo! Top tier. Top tier. Top tier.
Why is he top tier?
Top tier. Raw. You talking about king of comedy? He was king of comedy by himself. We not about to sit up there and make it. We watch King of Comedy for one man, Bernie Mac. That's why.
I'm
To
gonna
me.
say this. I'm gonna say that they all delivered on that.
They all
Let's not,
delivered, but-
you know, I'm gonna give. Was he
I
the
know what you mean,
highlight?
though. I know
Yeah,
what
I
you
get
mean,
what you're
though. I
saying.
know what you
They all
mean,
delivered.
though.
But
I
I'm
know
gonna say
what
there's
you
a
mean,
comment
though.
in the butt behind it.
They're very. They even said it on. If you watch it, they even said they said they only sit in the audience when he goes out. They don't sit in the audience for each other. They only sit in the audience for Bernie.
I'm throw another name. Robin Harris.
He's up there. He's up there. He's up there. Top 5 for me, no. Hilarious, yes. Baby's Kid and all that, yes.
To me, I don't think he had enough work.
He didn't have enough, and he died before he could actually get that stamp. I think he died before he got that stamp.
Can I go out on a limb and say that Robin Harris might have very well been Bernie Mac before?
Yes, he was. He was 100% him.
I would say you don't have to go out very far out on that limb. There,
100%.
yeah, it was.
I would say
He was almost the blueprint.
I say he's Bernie Mac reincarnated.
Bernie Mac,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
Bernie Mac, you know, because when you talking raw, just
And this is one thing I learned about Robin Harris, like through the years. Robin Harris was one of the first black men to own his own comedy, out in Cali. So he was a lot of people that started comedy in the 70s and the 80s came through his spot.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was one of those guys that
Robin Harris.
turned a lot of people
Top tier.
on.
got another name for you. Got another name for you. Chris Rock.
No. Chris Rock is funny.
Record scratch.
Chris Rock is a
I'm
hit
not
and
gonna
miss.
go record scratch. He record scratched it himself.
Chris Rock is a hit and miss. I've never been a fan of his stand up.
We're gonna revisit this. There's a reason I'm throwing these names out. He does revisit this.
He does what Dave Chappelle does, but Dave Chappelle does it well. He's political, but he's not black people hilarious political. Dave Chappelle has made it black people hilarious political, where he could talk about the president, he could talk about real life, he could talk about blacks, whites, and all that, and you still laugh. I don't feel like Chris Rock is fully black funny on stage to me.
Interesting.
Do we think that's because he's
fair.
in Hollywood?
He went Hollywood, and then even before he really went Hollywood, he really wasn't all that to me. And then you see the people he hangs, but not saying it's a bad thing, but his group is Adam Sandler and all them. That's his comedy.
Yeah,
and his
Jerry.
movie clip.
That's their comedy clip.
Yeah. So to me,
It's like the comedy Rat Pack.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got another name.
That was the Saturday Night Live crew.
I got another name for you. Martin Lawrence.
I don't even I need to answer that. That's what I'm saying for me. I don't.
Right.
If I say anything else, I'm just on the sack.
Moving on. I got another name for you.
Pause.
I got another name for you. I'm gonna switch gears. Tiffany Haddish.
Horrible. Funny on Girls Trip because somebody else wrote it. As far as her, stand-up wise, got off.
I'm gonna say this, and I've gotten this impression of her. Is she kind of a poor female version of Chris Kevin Hart?
No, I wouldn't even say.
Yeah, because Kevin Hart's just starting to slip.
I said a poor.
But he just starting to slip. But even if you gonna compare somebody to Kevin Hart, they gotta be a little bit funny. To me.
I said the poor version and poor female version. The poor version. Because all right, let's be honest. The line is pretty split with Kevin Hart. It's kind of like almost like 50-50. You either love him or you don't. Now his brand of comedy, people don't necessarily. You either love it or you don't, and she's not doing his brand of comedy well. I'll say that.
It's
To me,
go ahead.
I got something about Tiffany Haddish. She's the most, in my eyes, my opinion, out of all the women black comedian we have, she's probably the worst.
Yes.
But the most famous.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, she's the most famous.
Yo,
Yeah.
What about, so y'all think she's over Monique?
Wait,
For
let's
ass?
I'm
I'm
ready
talking
to
about
go there.
career.
Hold on, I'm ready to go there. I'm ready to go there. I'm ready to go there. I'm ready to go there.
I do.
I'm ready to go because now
I think we all got a consistent like. Well, I don't. She ain't that
Monique.
funny.
Hold on.
Monique
Stand
was.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Monique. Listen,
Monique is funny.
People forget
Right,
Monique
she's
was
funny.
a star. Monique had a TV show. She had a late night
Hold
talk
on, we
show.
couldn't get to that. We couldn't get because me and the bro was talking, and it's a criteria too that you got to consider when you're talking like greatest comics. And we're gonna get to that. So I'm gonna ask
But
one
to
final
me,
thing.
Tiffany Haddish.
She doesn't have one
She's
good-
not.
she has
She's
one
worse
memorable
than
joke.
Samore. She's worse than
She's-
Samore. Adele.
Man,
Gilligan.
them women are funny.
They
Those
were
women
funny.
are film.
They
Nah,
were funny.
Who's the greatest black female comic?
I think Monique. Because she carried it for so long.
Yeah, Monique was a star.
Yeah.
And she probably took it the furthest. She probably took
And
it
I
the
feel
furthest.
like if she didn't get blackballed, she wasn't done.
She was a
Nah,
star.
She made her last movie
She was a star.
decent just because she was in it.
Yo,
When you was
get-
Almost Christmas,
when you
it
get-
was only funny because of her.
When you get sitcoms and late night TV
We're still
shows,
missing one name.
you a
I got a
star.
couple. Hold on.
Okay.
Mike Epps.
Funny, top of the dome funny. That's why I like Mike Epps. Top of the dome funny. When you can write some stuff down and be top of the dome. See, I hung with Mike Epps. I went to Mike Epps' comedy show. The person that Monique, the person that
Name drop.
the person that Mike Epps was staying with when he was building his career found me, and I started linking up with her, and it was my man Will, and we went to his comedy show in Atlanta, and afterwards we all hung out. Mike Epps is top of the dome funny,
Stand up.
stand up wise.
Listen,
I like
love.
stand up.
I'm gonna tell you something. I love Mike
That's
Epps
not
stand up when he was in. It was in Detroit. I forget the name of it, man, but I like Mike Epps. I like Mike Epps.
I fuck with Mike Epps
I like
because
him in movies.
I always say he's a motherfucker you want around you every day. He gonna have your ass motherfucker. My face hurt, my stomach hurt because he just all day long. He just all day.
He gonna
funny.
geek. He gonna geek all day.
Okay.
All
so-
day long. I smack your head between that dryer, watching that dryer, girl. Yeah.
Let's go with the controversial one. Cat Williams.
Top tier. Top, not the stuff he's doing now. I don't know why he's going the political route and everything he's doing is so political. But if he would have, and I guess I do kind of see it because at one point I was telling everybody, he's too one dimension, and he can't do anything else other than really the pimp roles. You can't really see Cat Williams branching off and doing a serious role and then go. So I feel like he messed himself up in the beginning by that pimp persona. He did it. I feel like he showed too much of that in the beginning, where now it's like you only get cast in roles when you're.
Sometimes you get typecast.
Like in comedy, he was typecast as a comic in a role that he created almost.
So now that he's trying to branch off from not just being a pimp, the only thing he can go to now is worldwide stuff that's current events. So he's more talking about the president and stuff like that. And come on now, ain't nobody really trying to.
I'm not going front. I ain't seen him. I don't think I've seen him in any serious roles, but he played in that one episode on Atlanta on ATL. I'll sit there. I fuck with him on that.
Okay.
Alligator, a Florida man, alligator man. I fuck with him on that. But I definitely understand what you're saying. A lot of people, they kind of just want Cat Williams, like I said, Money Mike, Pimp Name Slipback. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying?
But it's crazy because, I mean, does it well, and you just a pimp name. That's an iconic
You know
role.
what's crazy?
A pimp name. That's an iconic role on the Bulldogs.
But nobody can be a comedic pimp better than Cat Williams if we're going to throw it out there like that. If you're going to give him roses like that, I'm going to say nobody got him beat for as if we got another pimp that was a comedian, I don't think they would outdo him.
I got another one. You got another one?
Damon Wayne.
Horrible.
See, you
stand up.
See, I was gonna say the whole
Funny
family.
show.
I was gonna say the whole family.
Whole family horrible. Stand up, funny, everything else that they do.
I ain't gonna lie. I only fuck with David stand up. I couldn't. I was like, I'm not. Marlon Wayans, I guess his last show that was on Netflix.
Horrible.
I'm not gonna lie, me and wife was sitting there, we high, Like, man, when's the jokes coming?
Yeah. Yep.
You got a name, bro?
When's the joke?
Yep.
Mine was Cat Williams.
I got a name of a newer, well, I guess, I can't say a newer guy, but sort of a newer guy. I think he's funny
Please
as well.
don't go ahead.
Lil Real
I
House.
knew it. I knew it. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
You don't dig him?
He still hasn't earned the stripes to me.
I'm
not
gonna
saying
tell
he's
you
not
what
funny.
Rel is. I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
not-
what
I'm
Rel
not
is.
saying he's
I'm
not
gonna tell you
funny.
what Rel is. Rel has found a niche being kind of buddy, the voice of reason buddy, the voice of reason black buddy.
best friend.
Yeah, the black guy, voice of reason buddy.
I'm a
And he's made, because the Netflix movie he had with John Cena, even in the shit with
Get
my
Out.
man.
Get Out.
Get Out.
He's always
he's
been-
made
yeah.
he's made a living as that.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all. This is how.
It's almost a Cedric the Entertainer role.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, Cedric expounded on, it, but it's
Yeah.
Cedric's always been like that kind of role.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now. We're living in a generation where it's hard to get put on. So the first outlet that people see that gets somewhere, they stick to it, and I feel like they're afraid to really branch out and show that they can do different stuff. Like Tiffany, I think it's only not funny because she got famous from this girl trip being that ratchet friend, and she was, I ain't gonna lie, she was
Always
hilarious.
ratchet. Yeah.
So now she said, okay, this is who I have to be. So now every time you see her, she's just ratchet.
Ratchet, yeah.
She has
Ratchet,
yet to try to separate herself and she's like, this is where my money is.
What
This
did
is
Cat
why,
Williams almost?
yeah,
That's a pimp, she's
Yeah.
ratchet.
this is why they like me. I can't do nothing else. When our reality, we're looking for you to do something else. But she don't know that she just gonna mess up her money. Real the same way. He was the buddy in Get Out. That's what got him famous. He made us like him. He has yet to separate himself from that character. It's like they scared to go above what got them to the dance.
Question. Who got the best comedic resume? We're talking
Eddie Murphy.
movies,
Eddie Murphy.
stand-up, TV show.
Eddie Murphy. Period. It's not even up for debate. I don't think nobody can debate that. You can try your hardest and
Martin?
no. I love Martin.
You love
No.
Martin?
Not at all. No sir. I
Nah,
love Martin.
The movies don't stack up.
Yeah, that's what
The
I'm
Nutty
saying.
Professor, the
Well,
Dr. Doolittle.
Well,
Yeah.
Martin
Martin got a hell of a resume. That's why he's my favorite comedian. But
To me, it's them three categories. TV, because to me, he's got the funniest TV
he
show.
got the period.
That's, I mean,
He stomps on Eddie on
Yeah.
TV. He
yeah,
stomps on
the
Eddie.
TV show, yeah. Now,
I feel like
stand up, to me, he got incredible stand up.
I think his stand up. To me, his stand up was he top 10.
It's just
top
he's not the movie rock star.
Yeah.
That Eddie Murphy was.
so the-
Eddie created the comic rock star.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Can we say that Eddie created the comic rock star?
What do you mean by that?
Box office.
Well,
Well,
Box office.
Richard
I'm
was
saying
the first to
Richard
do
was
it.
the first, but
They were
Eddie-
Richard
I
was box
said
office.
rock star.
Yeah, that's
There's
what
a
I'm saying,
difference
but it
between
was- yeah.
star and
Rock
I'm
star.
talking about box office. You're talking about a guy who was think about this.
I can't get over what
He's
you
a
said.
comedian in serious roles. 48 Hours was not a
They ain't
comedy.
running jump no
And they ran 3 of them back. You know what I'm saying? They ran 3 of them back.
The genre for Eddie is just crazy. I mean, and then people forget about he's
Beverly Hills Cop.
He's the
Beverly
king.
Hills
He's the
Cop,
king of the
nigga.
voices. Think about it.
Voiceover. The new movie.
Nutty
The
Professor.
voiceover.
Shrek.
Yeah.
But people don't even know he's the dragon on Mulan.
Yeah, yo.
That's big.
Yeah,
That's big.
Eddie.
Yo,
PJs.
My
PJ.
favorite
Super. What's up, Super?
My favorite Eddie Murphy movie. My favorite, Trading Places, man.
Love that. Ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing on life though.
Boomerang.
God,
That's what I'm saying. Rock
resume is
star.
great.
Comedic rock star. Comedic rock
So
star.
we not all in agreement that Life is the funniest comedy movie of all time. Like number
No.
one.
No, let's talk about it.
Who y'all going with? What y'all going with?
The funniest comedy?
Movie of all time.
I mean, you got Friday. You got
Life is funnier than
You got
Friday.
Coming to America.
Yo,
America.
I
Life funnier than Coming to America.
No
Coming
way.
to America.
Man, I was
top
thinking about
tier.
this shit the other
Funny,
day, man.
life funny as shit, though.
You know what shit I laugh at every motherfucking time, so I don't care, no cusses. Friday after next.
Christmas now.
Yeah, the Christmas.
Christmas one. Christmas one.
Christmas is funny. It is funny. It is funny.
Funny, nigga.
But it's not better than next Friday or Friday.
No.
But it's hilarious.
The next Friday with my ass. That would come up.
It's
That should have been another movie with different character names. Friday After Next coming in.
Let me ask this question. Hold up. Let me ask this question. Which funnier, next Friday or Friday?
Friday. It's not nothing day.
Friday funnier than next
Yeah, we debate now. Now we debate. But we debate nonsense now. What?
The first one funnier than next.
Also, the next
No,
Friday.
Next Friday.
Friday after next is my
You said next Friday?
Next Friday.
I don't know. That might be our funniest movie, though. Which way
But you
is
put
up?
the CD?
Huh?
Which
You
way?
got my
Eddie
money
Murphy,
back.
Richard Pryor shit. Which way is up?
That's just hilarious.
Which way?
Which way is up? That's what I'm saying. Like we
Hilarious.
just gonna
That
throw
might
that out the. We just gonna throw that out the window.
That might be my.
But
That might
you
be.
jumped out there and said
That
life
might be
was
my
the
favorite.
best
But
ever.
come on, don't. That might be
I'm
my
not-
favorite movie.
It's a hell of a movie,
Bro, I'm about to say we can't even act like that's not like a debatable movie. Like, oh no, that's not even in the cards. Like,
No.
Life fuck here.
Life
Life
is in the
fuck
cards.
here.
It's not undisputed. It's not undisputed. It's definitely not undisputed. Definitely not undisputed. I got
my
another.
favorite.
I
That's
got
my
another
favorite
one for
comedy.
you. I got another one for you. Okay. I got another one. I got another one. Give me your top comedy moment. Period. The shit that you just said. Oh, this is why I want to do what I do. This shit right here moved me. What was the moment you just said?
The Martin Show. That was the only thing that was on TV. That was the only thing they had on the TV when I was growing up. And I used to watch it, and I used to be like, yo, what I'm talking about, I'm a young boy thinking like this. I'm like, yo, I'm watching this man play all these characters. Normally you got a show, and your favorite character is not even. Your favorite character is not even the star of the show. Like you watch First Prince of Bel-Air, most people's favorite character is Carlton. You watch Good Times, most people's favorite character is JJ.
Mine was fucking James
You
Evans.
feel me? You feel me? And even James wasn't even the star.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm looking at, and I always thought that I'm looking at the Martin show, and I'm like, yo, the star of the show is actually the star. He's the one that you
I
want
do all this
to
shit.
see, and he's playing all these characters. I'm like, if one man can play all these characters and be this funny for 30 minutes, I think I can do this. And I love to make people laugh, and I love to see people smile and move good anyway. So I said, yo, this is the route I want to take.
I just had a question that just came in my head that kind of burns with the black community. And it's got something to do with Martin. It's got something to do with the burns with it. Comedically.
You about to bring the dresses? I know it. I know it.
Let's get it.
Now, how that me myself like I thought Sinead and all that shit was fucking funny. Oh man, they trying to make me wear a dress. What's your stance?
I don't think they made him do a damn thing. I think he asked to play them characters. I think every
Big
character.
Mama's out.
Yeah, I think that because if you look, he's part of the writing process. He's part. He anything that most of the people who wear dresses are doing, they're doing it because they chose to do it now.
Let me put a fork in that because let the record reflect. Dave Chappelle vehemently said absolutely not. No. Go.
Dave Chappelle said no. Respect his standpoint on it. I don't knock the people who did long as it worked. I knock the people who did it and it didn't work. Like Marlon Wayans and that Six Topless bull crap. It's like you put all that makeup on for this trash. I'm not willing to go that far as in white chicks. See, when it works, it works.
Fresh.
But yeah, but I got no beef with it. I honestly have no. If it's funny, it's funny. Long as you not when you take it off, it's off.
Okay.
I don't like the people of social media. I will say this though. I don't like the people of social media who branched off of Martin and all them, and who only play that character. I don't like that.
I went to see them live. I went to see
Brother man from the fourth floor.
Otis.
That's his stand
Yeah, I
up.
went to see them live because you know they got the what is it like Brown and then you know they got a couple
What to see bootleg niggas? I ain't pay for it.
Moving on. Question for you. Okay. So where you? I'm gonna throw another name. I'm gonna throw two names at you. Where we at with Jamie Foxx?
I ain't pay for it.
Jamie Foxx can do it all, but I'm not gonna put him in the highest comedic status. I'm not going that far.
On one of the greatest comedy variety shows ever, integral
I didn't
person,
like it.
and has one of the greatest sitcoms.
I didn't like the
Jamie
Jamie Foxx
Foxx
show. I didn't
I
like
think
it like
it's
that.
solid. I don't know if it's
Hell
great.
no.
I think
Hell
it's
no.
solid. I think
Hell
it's
no.
solid.
That shit ain't great.
That neither is the Wayne Bros. The Wayne Bros show wasn't great.
I think the Wayans brothers are a little less solid than the Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I think I would take the Wayne Bros show over Jamie Foxx show, and I'm not a huge fan of either one.
Vice versa.
Oh, you like Jamie Foxx show over that?
Yeah, I think it's kind of close, but I'll take
I'll
Jamie
probably
Foxx
take
over.
the Wayans brothers because they got the best character out of both shows. Pops.
Yeah.
Pops is the best character out of both shows.
The pop.
Shout out
Bring it
to-
around, bring it around.
Shout out
Stop.
to John Witherspoon.
Is that the
man.
cops?
Before we go
Rest in
further,
peace,
man.
John Witherspoon.
Rest in peace, John Witherspoon, who
Bang, bang, bang.
pops on grandpops on Boondocks, pops on Friday,
Pops on everything
pops
you
on.
play.
It worked.
It worked.
Shit.
It
worked.
worked.
And pops on Boomerang. God damn it. Pops on Boomerang. You got a coordinate. Bang, bang, bang. I'm gonna throw another name at you. How you feel about the Tyler Perry brand economy?
I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, I was still saying I'm a huge Tyler Perry fan to an extent, but it was Tyler Perry's comedy that made me a fan of his anyway. His Madeira character, like I said, that's why I said I don't really mind when the dudes who do wear the wigs and stuff for comedy, because Madeira at one point was my favorite character ever created by anybody. Like I love Madeira, bro. Like that character is hilarious to me. So, his beginning work is my favorite work of him.
I remember when watching the plays, man. of Philly.
Yeah,
And
different feel.
it
different vibe.
was to me, the Medea character was a vehicle. It was almost kind of like a central point as for it was a central point for the other characters, to take them serious.
Yeah,
He took the heat off a lot of the serious characters.
Yup.
And the amount of work that he gave individuals, man, his productions, and you kind of see where he is now, man. Shout out to Tyler Perry as far as
Definitely.
that's concerned, man, because he is on some different type of time, man.
Yeah.
Where he employs like a multitude of people of color. I mean, his whole staff. Things of that nature, and he's got some incredible serious roles too.
Yeah.
Let's not
he got some great-
knock Tyler.
he got great stuff.
Tyler Perry has some great serious roles.
I don't know about that.
But
He got some great
He got
serious
some- he
roles,
got
bro.
some-
Along Came a Spider.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Good deeds.
Good deeds.
Alex Cross, all of his Alex Cross roles.
Trash. Yeah, trash, bro. Like,
I thought they were.
No,
I
gutter
thought they were good. Man. I disagree.
really bad.
thought they were good. I thought they were
This
good.
is how we see it with you.
Every new Medea movie that he made in the last 4 years was trash.
Moving on. Moving on. Comedy though. Your life, you breathe it, you eat it, you smoke it, you sleep it, you dream it. Ultimately, man, I know you've spoken before about where you see this thing going. But if you could really, I know you want to conquer it all, right? I know you want to conquer it all. But if you had to pinpoint one thing and say, you know what, I want to dominate that, I mean, along with the other shit, what is it?
It's a little hard.
Just pick one. If you had to live with one and just say, man, I'm just gonna dominate that. What is it? TV, movies, stand-up.
Movies. Cause I can write anything, I can be anything.
Question. Have you ever thought about writing a cartoon?
Already did. It's already done.
When you brought up Pops, it made me think about the Boondocks. It made me think about the Boondocks. And I guess you already went to it. You got to it, but it made me think about the Boondocks and Pop. And I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the Boondocks and all that. With them being so political, but it being so on point, do you see that's something that you're going to do a little bit in the future?
Yeah, definitely see me mixing real life stuff and you know, taking current events and throwing it into, you talking about with a cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, what I already wrote a movie, but I do plan to. Yeah, I wrote a cartoon movie.
And this shit ain't easy, y'all. This shit ain't fucking easy.
And I'm hoping to have like a spin-off after the movie, so everybody can know the characters, and we can start doing a series for it and doing it just like that.
Damn.
Wow. Incredible, man. But listen, I say this, man, and I mean this with all due respect. I appreciate your comedic mind and ambition, and the fact that, you know, your template that you take from the greats and you study the greats, because, and that's why I wanted to ask a lot of these questions, because it's important to know, you know, do you know your history and how deep is it? And like I said, I don't expect you to know anything, but it is a point of contention that you do understand, man, that there's a lineage and an expectation that, okay, if I'm gonna do this, you know, what you face, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't reach the top, but with that being said, we at the Fire and Ice Experience, man, we see something special in you, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
We see something special in you. We see a drive, a determination, and I'm pretty sure, man, that all the things that you alluded to earlier will surface into some incredible work, because, you know, we've seen it from the greats, you know, and I'm pretty sure that's going to materialize into some incredible work in the future, man. And like I said, I'm a lifetime fan. We truly appreciate the drive, man. And like I said, I personally can't. I remember you invited us to, you know, the auditions for Vinny's bachelor party, man, and I was extremely excited because I think that vehicle, man, is incredible. You know, I can't wait for that. That's one where I personally, because for all intents and purposes, I saw your role different, and even some of the guys that you're used to working with, I saw their role differently. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm anxiously anticipating. If it's anything that you doing, don't get me wrong, the stand up is incredible. Me personally, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, no, that's coming.
I was, you know, I know, you know, you're a comedian and what you do is comedy and everything. But I just like the comedic, the process of writing and creating that cohesive piece with so many moving parts. You know what I mean? And how the come up came about. I said, wow, if this guy did that with that, I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out.
Exactly
And being in on kind of like the ground floor, the foundation, and seeing like, wow, this thing could be something special.
Now, piggybacking off of that, do you see your first movie process is like, okay, well, I did it the first time, but I'm gonna kill it this second time?
That's and that's how we're going into it, because the first time, like I told y'all, I think on the last time I was here, I told y'all everything that we thought. We was naive going into the process, because we never shot no movie before. We just thought, honestly, I thought it was just writing a script, getting a cameraman, getting some people and shooting it. It's so much more.
Right.
The process is so much more.
75 hats.
Yeah. So at this point, now that we did the come up and we got the thumbs up and we got the knowledge and everything of how it take, we was able to go into Ben's bachelor party and be like, okay, we can't do it like this, we can't do that, we need to do this. We gotta make sure this time is right. We gotta make sure we get his schedule, her schedule, and that's how we able to smoothly do Ben's.
Closing thoughts, bro, man.
Man, look, anytime this good brother come out to the show, man, I fucking love it. It's always laughs. But I guess one of the things I'm starting to love more about this gentleman is how vulnerable he is. And I just want everybody out there to understand that it's a process. These are real people going through a process, and you usually don't get this kind of access to people like him. But he's a genuine brother, a good brother, and he's like letting you know, okay, well, you have your ups and downs. Yes, I've had them, and I'm like, you know, wow, you know what I'm saying? To somebody that looks at you as somebody, for you to say I'm vulnerable and I go through things like other people, I think that's just as important, if not more important, than when people see you up partying and lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Get your shots up.
They're legendary on social media.
Get your shots
Them
up.
brother kiss turn-ups is legendary on social media.
Man, it was some money being thrown around.
Them brother kiss turn-ups is
It was
legendary.
when we had a strip
Yeah.
bar in my apartment. You look at the footage, you look like you had a mansion or something. You were just in a little apartment.
I didn't know that was your apartment.
No,
I thought you was
Bro, I knew
somewhere.
it. Because remember, I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute. That's neither here nor
That's
there.
neither here nor
Close
there.
your thoughts, bro. Tell us anything on your mind, man. Anything that you want us to know, anything that's on your mind.
Just want everybody to stay tuned. Like I said, I know a lot of people noticed that for the past like couple of months, basically ever since I got my apartment, I've been kind of taking a back seat, kind of falling back. And now when I was falling back, I already opened up and told y'all, you feel me? I got chill. I got comfortable with chilling and being with females and getting drunk and all that. But once you hit rock bottom and you realize the L's that you're taking and the people that you with that's not really for you, you got no other choice but to upgrade, turn that shit up, and get back to the mission at hand. So 2022, be looking for the best of me, because I promise y'all 2022 is about to be a relic because y'all ain't never seen me.
Absolutely, man. One and only Relicus, man. Calibert's own. One and only Relicus, man. Big things, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Every time, man. You always got a home with a fire nice
Seventh
experience,
Street.
man.
Y'all already know Zone Boy.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You always got a home, man. You always got a home.
Definitely
So with
appreciate
that being
that, bro.
said, man, this is the Fire Nice Experience, man. You boy fresh. B-Match in the building off screen.
Hey, hey.
My man Iceman is still in the building. He just stepped off for a hot minute. It's your boy P. Fresh, take us away, man.
Hey, man. We got Bro JT in the crib. We got Bro Dev in the building. We got some other OGs out here, man. With that being said, man, from the Fire and Nice crew, thank you all for walking with us, E-Way.
All day.
We out, y'all. Thank you.
This